Yes.
What's going on, everybody?
Yo! What's happening,
bros? You know, we're in the building.
Yo!
Man, yesterday was just full of emotion. It was just up and down. It was, to me, it's too much emotion to handle. The whole screaming, feeling happy, feeling sad, feeling what's going on. I was just all over the place.
Sometimes confused. So yeah, guys, we're the Bryan Brothers. I go by the name of Adrian.
It's your man Jay. We out here, man.
Yeah, so the Raptors took on the Milwaukee Bucks in Game 3. A lot of you guys doubted. A lot of Bucks fans were, like, yeah, we got this in the bag, like it's done. And like my brother said, our emotions were everywhere. We were like, ugh,
Yeah.
it's not done, but like, So let's get into it, man. They played last night, and the Raptors came out looking amazing, ready to roll, ready to go. They're at home. Everybody had a nice sleep. You could tell that they had some good food, ready to go. They had the crowd behind them. And, the Raptors were off to a really good start. So let's hop right into the first quarter.
So, Marc Gasol, I give you a lot of appreciation and big ups for what you're doing. Sir,
man.
I know you're watching this, so I just want to tell you right now, I thank you for yesterday. You knew from the last game you had to bring this energy.
Yeah.
And you had to look for your shot and be on attack mode.
Yep.
Definitely right off the gate, too. Shout out to Pascal getting it started for us with a couple of points. Marc was left open for a 3. He took his shots.
Cash.
He had no hesitation. So I applaud you for that. Milwaukee, too, was trying to do their thing. Brook Lopez, another big, was trying to get into the game with the threes. That was looking a little bit like, okay, what's going on right now? Like, I don't think you're going to really try and do this right now, Brook, because, we didn't forget about your game 1 that you had. So we tried to shut you down on this one.
Yep.
Marc Gasol came right back. 3-pointers again.
Hit another one.
He didn't look hesitant at all.
No.
Marc was even getting it in with the passing, too. He had a nice assist to Pascal for a 9-1.
Yep.
That was looking pretty good. Milwaukee then started to try and get things rolling because there were some back-to-back 3-pointers that was going on. Middleton hit a tough catch-and-shoot.
Yeah, that was a crazy 3 that he knocked down. I was like, what?
George Hill was doing the same thing, too. Yeah. Milwaukee then tried to have a little bit of a 6-0 run.
Yeah.
But while that tried to go in, then came in Norman Powell. Norman, you're another guy, too. I know you're watching, and I want to tell you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Stormin' Norman.
Thank you, sir.
Playoff Powell, whatever you want to call him. He stepped it up, rose to the occasion, put in the work, trusted the process. Yeah. He understood the grind.
Yeah.
Go to his Instagram page and buy some merch. His merch prices are going up.
Wow. That is...
So, Stormin' Norman. Like my brother said,
a little bit of yesterday's carrying
we know that you...
I feel you, man. I feel you.
We know that you're watching this. Shout yourself out, man. Give yourself a little pat on the back. If you want to have some ice cream, go ahead and do that. If you want to take yourself out to go wherever you want to go and eat an expensive meal, just treat yourself, man.
Listen, you go straight to your room right now, go watch film, and go right back in the gym. We need that same thing for Game 4, man.
The only reason I said ice cream is because I read somewhere that Dirk Nowitzki, obviously he's retired, right?
He put on way for what I heard. They
said that he put on like 15 pounds. He said he's been eating ice cream like every day. I don't know why. It just, I don't know why I thought about that. But anyways, let's continue on. So the good times were rolling. As my brother said, the Milwaukee Bucks went on a 6-0 run. Middleton hit a 3, and also George Hill hit a 3 as well. But it's okay because you know what? In the first quarter, the Raptors were really decisive. Marc Gasol was facilitating, making really good passes. You had Norman Powell doing what he, does off the bench. In this series, he's been really good.
Yeah.
And also Pascal. Pascal was just pushing the ball every chance that he got. Mm-hmm. I mean, he even looked off Kawhi a few times. I seen Kawhi was like ready. He was like, yo, pass me the ball. And Pascal's like, nah, I got this. And he was taking it to, what's that guy's name again, man? The sharpshooter.
Middleton?
No, Mirotic.
Mirotic.
Yeah,
Okay,
he was punishing Mirotic at a couple possessions. So it was good to see him being really decisive and knowing what he wanted to do and executing.
Honestly, the execution was really good too.
Yeah.
Kawhi was, I feel first quarter wasn't really too much of the him show. It was more like the Norman Powell show.
I thought it was going to be the Kawhi show, but...
It felt like the Norman Powell show to me. Norman was definitely coming off around Marc Gasol's screens.
Yes.
Had the mid-range looking really good.
Yeah.
The attacking on the layup was looking good.
Yeah.
With that being said, too, Marc Gasol, like we said, really good defense. He was getting really active. I seen a nice little hand up he had block on Middleton.
Yes.
Middleton's shots weren't looking really effective. He definitely was.
He was off.
He was off.
During
9 points
this
this whole game.
He was just not really putting in work.
That shows you. Serge Ibaka came on for a bit too. Didn't have too much play, but he did too when the times did matter. Also, once again, I'm going to relay back to Norman Powell.
Yeah.
He looked out for Serge, no Serge spot on the pick and pop. That too was looking pretty good.
Yep.
Connaughton from Milwaukee Bucks. He didn't score as much. Not really looking towards the points, but his contribution was good. That guy had 2 threes.
Yeah.
I just who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's trying to just
where did he come from?
thinking he's a big man.
Don't worry, Milwaukee Bucks fans, they'll probably let us know in the comment section, or they'll probably just be watching this all right, we'll see what happens next game. But we're still at home. We're still balling in the Scotiabank Arena. We in Toronto, and we gonna shut it down, huh? Oh yeah, we like calling it the ACC. Call it whatever you want, but Toronto Raptors are still at home. Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to try to come back and be aggressive, but like I said, they got the fans, they got everybody around, and it's time to hoop. And I'm just really grateful that Norman Powell really stepped it up. Like you said, he had a couple possessions, man, a 3-ball, backdoor cut for a layup, beat Brogdon, to the rim. He was just looking really good, man. So.
He was looking really good too. Also, just going forward with that, I was trying to find the word. I don't know why I like to say on the.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. We excited, man. Let's get it.
Kyle had a nice 3. He also had a nice assist. To Kawhi. Kawhi was showing a little bit of fighting him too.
Yes.
Marc Gasol came second quarter, also to offensive rebounding. That looked really good. Kawhi also was getting doubled a lot. I like the fact that when the double came, he looked up for another guy.
Yeah.
Pascal had a nice open shot that looked good.
Yeah.
Siakam, he from what I see in the season, his post move was really effective. It seemed like the Bucks were trying to they understood what's going on, but they Ilyasova in the second quarter got the Siakam spin cycle.
Sir.
I was like, okay, Pascal's coming right back. He's been there. But when the spin cycle starts coming in, it becomes
you can't stop it.
A problem.
Yeah.
And I like that. So with that move happening, going forward into the game, Kawhi was looking towards his guy Leonard. Them two had something going on. Well, Kawhi's not looking at Leonard, but Larry.
Yes.
Larry came with some threes looking again, raining it down for a minute.
Yep.
Rebounding, we had 4 offensive rebounds. That was looking good from in that quarter.
Yeah.
With Lopez being a tall guy, we noticed that shots that became a little bit harder to paint.
Yeah.
Larry still seemed like he had no hesitance.
No, he was still pulling, man.
Larry had a nice step back too. I thought it was going to be a 3, but when I seen his foot on the line,
that step back
down in Lopez's face.
That was a nice move, man. And you know what? We have to touch on the fact that Kyle Lowry's left hand is injured. You can see him,
he was favoring his thumb, man.
He was shooting his jump shots, and afterwards he kind of hold his hand on his chest, and you could tell that he was in pain. But you know what? Like I said before, there's no excuse. Remember we talked about that? If you don't remember, go back a couple episodes and check it out. But we were talking about Steph Curry as well, as he had some injuries, but he had to play through it.
Definitely.
I don't know if they're on the same level. A lot of you obviously would be like, heck no. But you know what? It's an injury. You got to play through it, man. You're in the playoffs right now. And if you win the series, you're going on to the finals. So, but you know what? There is one thing that I want to touch on.
Giannis?
Yes. I want to touch on the travel.
It was a travel.
To us, it looked like a travel. Instagram refs, YouTube referees, wherever you are on social media, and you know, watch a lot of basketball, you think you may know, let us know. Was that a travel? Because I had posted on our Instagram page, somewhere along here throughout the video, that, you know, his first step that he took with his left foot being planted, I think that was his first step. And then he got into the Euro step with his right foot, which was the second step. And then the third step, he went back to his left foot, which is 3 steps. That's a travel. So, I don't know. You guys go watch it in slow-mo and let us know what you think. Maybe the first step that he took, I don't know if it didn't count because that's when he picked up the ball. That may be the issue there. But
see, the thing is that what we consider travel is different in NBA rules because I'm not gonna try and get into depth.
Yeah,
but even with like moves that you've seen of like James Harden within the season, his little step back and stuff like that. A lot of us look at that as a travel, but in the NBA rules, a lot of things are more different. So certain things they don't catch with their eye, and
or they just don't count it as a travel.
Exactly. So
yeah.
On the other side of that, though, with that Giannis move, Milwaukee was trying to make a serious push. Brogdon was coming out of nowhere, hitting some threes. Brook Lopez hit a deep three. That was going from back-to-back threes. Milwaukee started running the ball. They actually were on a fast break lead, which was going on 21-7 in fast break points. They were trying to push it up and down. Bledsoe was going up and down with the guys. Brogdon, to me, was still a little bit of a scary guy when he had those threes going on.
Yeah.
The good thing about all of this with the runs that I was seeing going on in the second was that Middleton was not having his way. Yeah. Middleton is a sharpshooter. Shout out to Nick Nurse and the coaching staff because the switches and the change-ups that they did in the matchups and everything that they had going on, that really worked to shut down the play of Giannis on how effective he was on the offensive side and also on Middleton, which is the next problem. Mirotic and Lopez also, too, had a couple good shots that were looking in from in the second when they're trying to make that push. But it just wasn't falling for them. Honestly, the crowd was behind.
Yeah, we were screaming, man.
Everything was going on. Even within the last couple seconds, Sergi hit that three. I was like,
and that was huge,
let's stop that run. Raptors were up by 7. It was like 58-51 going second quarter into the third. We definitely stopped the bleeding when it really mattered, and that was really important.
It's huge. And one thing that I want to touch on, when the Raptors throw a double team, they got to be careful because Mirotic just makes his way over, and whoever's being double teamed could be Giannis or Brook Lopez, and then they kick the ball out to Mirotic or Middleton, one of the shooters, or Brogdon, and then they make their shots. So Raptors have to be careful if they're gonna double. They gotta be conscious. Where exactly am I throwing on this double team? Because it's easy for them to kick it out to the shooters, man. And these guys are reliable. Mirotic, he's one heck of a shooter, man. Shout out to Milwaukee Bucks for picking this guy up.
Definitely.
He just knocks his jumpers down consistently. On the defensive end, he may not be able to give you as much, but when it comes to offense, he's there. So that shout out to them for that.
Definitely. Third quarter, though, was honestly where it just got really emotional. To me, in the sense of just like, come on.
It's like the normal Raptors roller coaster.
I don't want that to be normal, though. But you know what? It became
I know you guys hate that.
But starting off right away, though, Marc Gasol continued back off with the aggressiveness. He had some open trays. That looked pretty good.
Yep.
Pascal had a nice spin and up and under lay. That was looking pretty good also, too.
The pass from Mark to Kawhi.
That pass Mark to Kawhi.
Yeah.
That was really good.
That was heavy, man.
Mark had another play that looked kind of suspect, though. He looked okay.
Which one?
He was attacking the rim and then... He looked like he was supposed to go for a lay. Like, Kyle gave him a nice pass, like, here.
He was wide open, man.
And then this guy did some hook, like, wrapped it around
and do it.
Dashed it out for an open fast break lay for Milwaukee.
Did you see the way Lowry looked at it? Just like that.
He was like, what are you doing? Like,
you had it.
Yours for the
But
lay.
You know what? He probably would have got blocked. To tell you the truth, Lopez would have blocked him. But at the same time, at least make an attempt, man. You could have got fouled and went to the free throw line.
Just throw up something, man.
Just like, I don't even know what to call it. It was like that. Remember that play that Kawhi when he thought he got fouled?
He did
okay, bail me out. And then, yeah, whatever. Don't worry about that.
He tried to get bailed out.
But yeah,
he bailed out Milwaukee for an open lane, man.
It looked like, you know that Olympic event, the ring toss? That's what it looks like. Those guys spin in a circle and throw the ball. If you don't know what I'm talking about.
Shot put? Is it shot put?
I think it's shot put. Or what? Yeah, I think it's shot put. Yeah, shot put where you hold the ball like this and then you spin it and you toss it. I don't know. And he even looks like he plays the part, man. He's big like some of those guys.
Yeah.
But when you have possessions where you're able to attack the rim, get fouled or something, you got to take it. And you know what? The hesitancy kind of came back in the third quarter, in the second half. We seen it a couple times that they passed up a lot of
turnovers.
Yeah, off of silly mistakes.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's definitely a lot. But you know what, though? Mm-hmm. Mark still was looking up for guys. There was a nice pass to Siakam, baseline 3. That looked pretty good.
Yes.
Also, Norm came back. He started...
Norman.
When Norm, for some reason, is calm and he's not rushing ahead of himself, he looks really good because he had a nice little play where he came off the screen, he went to his spot where he was comfortable, and he knocked it down.
Yeah.
He even had a play where I thought he was about to get ahead of himself on baseline, ran, spun off with George off the glass too.
Yes.
I was like, okay,
he's patient.
He's playing in control.
Yes,
because we all know, for Raptors fans that know about
you guys know, man.
Norman sometimes gets a little bit too ahead of himself in his speed.
I think his mind is where like
his body is going more faster than his mind's probably going. I mean,
maybe it's that, or maybe it's vice versa. I don't know. Maybe it's the opposite. But here's the thing. Go back in the previous episodes. We talked about this. And what I was saying was that Norman Powell needs to, switch his game up in terms of his shot selection. Because I noticed he would, call for a pick and then, go over and just try to push it to the paint, get a Euro step or something, tuck the ball and try to finish. And the end result was that he would get blocked or, just get fouled. And the refs, they're not going to call that majority of the times. He's not an all-star.
Definitely.
But they usually let that pass. And it's like, his jump shot, he elevates, pretty high. And I always wondered why he never just came off of a screen or pick whatever it is and then pull up for a jump shot. Because even if the defender's going to close out, the way he elevates, he's going to get his shot off. And you've seen that one shot that he took where he just elevated so high. He just flicked his wrist and the shot just went in. It was pure swish. So, again, it's good to see that he switched up his shot selection. I think the offensive staff, they're like, all right, Norman, you got to try something else, man, because the aggressive, forced layup, it's not really working. He gets it, but, it's not really calculated. So this jump shot of his, coming off the screen and shooting, it's perfect, man. Definitely. And he's also knocking down his three-pointers. Yep. It's really good to see. When he's decisive, and plays at a good tempo, he makes things happen.
He plays really good against the Bucks, so it definitely seems like we need him a lot more. Milwaukee, though, was trying to make a problem because Lopez was hitting a 3. Yeah. Middleton had a nice little reverse lay. Brogdon even had something too.
He beat Kawhi off that one, right? Yeah.
Brogdon had a couple lays that looked pretty good. Mm-hmm. Lopez was looking for the pass. Ilyasova even got an open one. Mm-hmm. Couple other plays that Milwaukee was doing and pushing the tempo, and they ended the third quarter on a 9-2 run. Yeah. They definitely were starting to play desperado. Mm-hmm. Into the fourth quarter, though, it really, really became scary. Mm-hmm. Number one, we talked about Marc Gasol, we talked about Lai for a bit, we talked about Kawhi, we talked about Norm. Mm-hmm. We had two guys that we needed desperately, and didn't see too much. Danny Green and Fred VanVleet. We talked about Sergi too. Can't forget about him.
But he's been balling.
Going into the fourth, Danny Green and Fred VanVleet were 0 for 13. Scoring was definitely challenging for these guys. Yeah. They still played good defense and everything else on the other end. Yes. But definitely we need to see a little bit more of just getting their mind out of this shooting slump. Just keep shooting. That's it? Just their mind? I think for Fred. Not too much so for Danny, but for Fred, Fred has, I guess, like this. Yeah, I think he's in his mind.
Well, what's his logo? What's his? That he bases his clothing line off.
You need to bet on yourself a lot more, guy. Man, no worries, man. Got it going.
For Danny Green, you think it's just shot selection, or
I think it's sometimes just he's feeling it, sometimes he's not. Shoot. So get into your feels, and something will come out of it. But it just kind of. It's a little bit of like an emotional thing in for the Raptors fan in your mind when you're seeing like, yo, you guys need to hit these shots. Like, you've kind of been having a little bit of a shaky series right now. Especially Fred. It's been continuing on throughout the playoffs. It's a different Fred that I'm not used to seeing. But keep pushing, keep doing that. Raptors had it really going, though. We had a 6-0 run that was looking pretty well. Mark had another 3. Definitely looked good. Larry actually had the 3 off of Marc Gasol's screen. Mark was definitely giving some spacing towards the guys. That looked pretty good. Yeah. Kawhi ran and pulled up and hit a trail of Nora. I was like, whoa.
I wanted to talk about that.
Do that. All of that.
When he pulled that 3 ball, people weren't expecting that. I thought he was going to drive. Yeah. But he just pulled up right into a 3-point shot, and I'm like, whoa. Okay, let's go.
It was looking really good. Raptors 6-0 run actually had an effect on Milwaukee. Milwaukee picked up and knew that right away because Giannis got back to that driving and spinning that he'd been doing, man.
But we've been shutting him down. I don't know. Maybe with other teams when like he tries to get in the paint, I think that's like strictly just size and strength. Yeah. Depending on the defender that picks him up. Yeah. But he's not getting away with that with Pascal. Pascal's bodying him.
But you know what, though? What was happening? Pascal was definitely working with that. But a thing that I took key of was Bledsoe likes to drive in the paint and then look for Giannis inside just a quick flush because it doesn't take Giannis that much just to get up and just throw one down immediately.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps.
That happened a bit. Giannis was taking advantage of Norman a couple times. Yeah, with that spinning leg because you can't reach up with the extension of him.
Get a foul, right?
He was taking advantage of that a lot. That was also a thing. We had a little bit of a scary situation. First off, I'll shout out to Raptors for doing really good off of timeouts and stopping the bleeding whenever Milwaukee does something. They had a nice little run going on. Norman came right off of a timeout. Yeah, hit a screen 3-pointer. I was
that was Norman. Awesome. Right off the screen from Mark. I think Kyle Lowry just swung the ball over to him. Pulled up, man, again.
Immediately, man.
Jump shot, knocked it right down.
Bucks started coming back and started tying the game. That was becoming just like, whoa, like Raptors.
Let's come on. And
let's capitalize on this.
It's not a good thing when they're not rolling offensively because the Bucks were missing a lot of shots. Like you seen when they were at home, I think that was in game 2. They were just hitting 3-ball after 3-ball. They weren't doing that here. So it's like, where's their offense really coming from? Paint points heavily. And it's like the Raptors they gotta, capitalize whenever they have an opportunity to score.
Definitely. Like I was saying with the jitters and everything running. Yeah. 6 minutes, 12 seconds, our guy Larry gets fouled out.
Gone.
That was just like, yo.
That was a heartache for me, man.
It made me feel nervous because Fred was producing on the defensive side and looking for his guys, but when we need these buckets and stepping up big, Larry is like a bulldog when it comes to that.
Yeah, he's the guy, or he's just going to make a play.
We were looking for like an answer from Fred. Fred had a nice open corner 3, and I lost my mind. I was like, he's about to get it popping. Yeah. Let's get this going. Yeah. He's back.
I actually thought they were going to
that's how I felt. Jeremy Lin, I like how he plays. I like his style of play. But I've noticed recently when he gets indecisive or caught up, sometimes his passing causes a lot of turnovers. We can't have that right now.
I just thought they're gonna.
But Lin, if it comes down to it, I'm confident that Lin can come in and do something because he has some experience.
Yeah, you watching? Are you confident in Jeremy Lin? Let us know if you want him to play.
I feel Lin does good.
I think Nurse will put him in.
Even with that fourth quarter big guy that stepped up was George Hill. George Hill's shooting was just lights out clutch. Yeah. He was on the baseline. He was driving,
knocking it down,
knocking his foul shots and everything. Yeah. That was looking pretty good. Kawhi had a mid-range 2 on George Hill, taking advantage down to the 1 minute.
Yeah.
and 1 minute and 9 seconds, Norman Powell gets fouled out now. And here's the thing now.
Oh, let's talk about
Did
this.
you guys really catch this, though? Because Lopez literally pushed Norman into Giannis.
What? No,
was it Giannis or was it Bledsoe? Sorry, on Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah.
And refs called Norman for that.
Yeah, like
that was crazy.
How do you miss it? There's 2 refs on the court. How do
you can even look at the screen and see that that was.
They definitely did not want to look up because they're like, damn, I made a mistake.
Man,
and that sucks. I think they should have reviewed that. I don't know how the NBA's officiating goes in terms of reviewing fouls and stuff. I guess it was late in the quarter or something, so they just left it alone. But it's clear that Lopez pushed him. Anyway,
definitely. Getting into even closer now to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Middleton, in the fourth, missed a 3 that I felt could have just ended the game for us.
He hit those
2 mans.
Yeah,
Rick. I was like,
it looked like there could have been a foul there, but
definitely.
You know what? The refs, they just like what? They're like, I missed the last.
The refs turned the eye, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah.
Couple plays down the line, Siakam gets fouled. It seemed like Siakam could have put away the game there.
He could have with 2 free throws, guys. Come on.
But didn't fall.
You know what? I don't really want to get at him. If we had lost the game,
probably pressure.
If he had did not hit if he didn't hit the free throws and we lost the game, then there would have been a serious problem.
Definitely.
We would not be happy today. Toronto would not be happy today.
It would have been rough.
It would have been rough. But the fact that he missed those and we still won.
Definitely.
All right, cool.
OT came around the corner.
Yep.
Like we were talking about the Danny and Fred thing.
Yep.
Fred looked for Danny. Danny right around the corner.
Right around the screen. And knocked it
down.
That
was definitely a confidence booster right there.
We thank God.
Kawhi had a mid-range step back. He missed a game-winner free throw that seemed like he was going into OT. That was a little bit of a thing where I was like, that step back.
Oh no,
I think it was the shot. Actually.
Yeah, it was a shot.
Giannis came through and then shut that down.
He came through from across the court, man. I think it was Brogdon that was playing defense on him, and he came from across the court to give him some help. But Kawhi missed the shot. He wanted a foul, did not get it.
He definitely did not get that. George Hill also again was playing big boy in OT. That was no problem.
He was knocking down shots, man. I'm surprised.
I think what the game changer now in the other half was, we know that Giannis can draw a lot of attention, but right away from second OT when Pascal tried to drive and he got fouled out,
that was a wrap.
I felt a little bit like Milwaukee was a little bit nervous. Our big guys gone.
But they were still in this. So guys, it went to overtime, then second overtime. Which
2
is
OTs, man.
Which is pretty incredible, man, to see that happen. Of course, you want the Raptors to put away the game as soon as possible. But so going into the second overtime.
A lot of other events did happen in that mix. It was up and down. Marc Gasol was still putting his all into it, getting fouled, hitting his 2 free throws, coming up big. Kawhi had a nice offensive rebound. He definitely did his thing. I think another big game changer was Siakam's block that was clutched during the last seconds,
on Lopez. Yeah, that was huge. And I don't know if we touched on the steal from Kawhi picking the pocket of Brogdon.
Yeah, to the open dunk.
That was huge.
Big.
Yeah.
I felt Kawhi's dunk that he tried to throw down and extended. I got a little bit scared because he looked like he walked off like he was hurt a bit.
He did.
That seemed a little bit scary.
He played heavy minutes, man. This guy was tired.
Raptors came out with the win, but I'm just gonna say this right now.
Yeah.
Talking about the minutes, Kawhi played 52 minutes.
That's a lot of time.
That's almost
an hour of basketball.
of ball. That's a long time.
Oh my god. That's an hour, almost an hour of basketball.
For all my Toronto people that know slang, I'm going to say this right now. Kawhi was bust.
Yeah.
He was burst. That man was tired.
Yeah, man.
He was gassed.
He went home and had a...
Pascal played like almost the same amount of minutes too.
That's a lot of basketball.
Pascal made up for his missed free throws.
Yes, he did.
Hit his other 2 in big moments.
It was clutch.
That happened at the end.
Yeah.
we pulled out the W, but man, the amount of energy
tight,
for those last couple of plays from the Raps was those. I'm telling you, Kawhi and Pascal are tired, man.
So they better just relax, get ready for the next one.
They definitely should, because after the game, Shaq and the crew, Ernie, Kenny, and Charles and them were talking about it, even with Mark and stuff, and Mark was definitely letting the guys know he had to be aggressive. But on the other side of that, Milwaukee, what they were saying, shouldn't really feel bad about this loss, because it wasn't like how we got slapped really bad the other couple games by them.
Yes.
So to know that it wasn't that bad and making adjustments, Milwaukee might not feel that discouraged right now.
Definitely not, because Giannis got fouled out. Middleton wasn't playing Middleton style of basketball.
Middleton only had 9 points. He didn't really snap.
Are you kidding me?
Giannis only had 12 points, but that guy had 23 rebounds. They don't have too much to be scared of from what Charles and were saying or Shaq was saying. And it makes sense. So for Raptors, we definitely have a lot to take away from this game.
I think we can do it, man. Like, I actually believe that the Raptors can win this series, and they'll win it in Game 7.
It's a must win.
I actually believe that.
Even for Tuesday's game, it's a must win.
We're gonna win that game.
We can't lose that game at home.
I think we're gonna win that game by double digits. I think 10 plus points we're going to win that game by. I actually believe that. I don't know about you, but I actually believe that. Because we're at home, man. Raptors ball out when they're at home. So
see, here's the thing which I want to break down to people. The deciding factors.
Yep.
We got out-rebounded on the overall 63-55. That's one reason why Milwaukee doesn't have too much to worry about, because they have rebounds there. We gotta get
boards,
really aggressive with the boards.
Yeah.
We got outdone on the offensive rebounds to 13-8. We gotta collectively just box out our guys. I know Giannis, Lopez, Mirotic, and these guys are tall.
Yeah.
So I know height,
early, right?
Height has a little bit of a thing, but yeah, boxing out, know your guys are. That's another thing that'll be going good.
Yeah.
The steals, I'm not too worried about. 14-11, it was very effective. Blocks, we were definitely doing it. 10-5, I give that hands down.
And Serge.
But man, 17 turnovers for us. That's a lot.
That's way too
Milwaukee had 20 though. Not worried.
Yeah.
But we had a lot with that. Points in the paint, 46-36. 10-point differential. We got to stop that inside game.
Yeah.
I know it's a little bit more challenging, but you know what? Shout outs to the coaching staff for the style of playing the matchups and things that they were doing for this one.
Yes, they switched up the matchups.
So that definitely helped on what you guys were doing. Continue doing it.
Yeah.
We got to get back straight to our end, because fast break points was 29-18. We definitely were efficient on points off of turnovers. We were up 21-16. But this game was all about hacks. 30 fouls apiece for both teams. That's pretty That was deep, crazy, man. That was crazy.
I think we should get into some stats here. So Kawhi played 52 minutes.
Tired. Burst.
36 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. He shot 11 for 25 from the field, and he was 2 for 4 in 3-point shooting. My man Kyle Lowry played 32 minutes, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and he shot 3 for 6 from the 3-point line, which is pretty nice, and as well as 4 for 7 from the field. So he only had 11 points, but at the end of the day, you know what? He's showing that he's playing aggressive, and he's not hesitating.
Deciding guy, big X factor. Norman Powell with 19-4. Norman definitely was really effective.
Yeah.
We needed that.
Shout out to Norman Powell,
Marc Gasol, like we talked about, that we needed to be aggressive. 16, 12, and 7. He definitely was.
That's a big game for Marc, but he's capable of so much more.
He is.
Like I said in the last episode, go back and watch it if you haven't. Man, go check out Marc Gasol highlights and look what this guy can do. I watched a couple yesterday, and I'm like, are you kidding me? What's that guy's name off the Portland Trail Blazers?
Who
made a tweet the other day and said it's crazy. The Raptors are only using Marc Gasol 5%.
I don't know. Who said that?
I cannot remember his name.
It's not Harkless. It's not...
No. He's injured right now.
Oh, Nurkic.
Yes.
That guy, hope you get well soon. But while Adrian's looking up for some things right now, bench guys got to pick it up big time because Danny and Fred only had 3. Brogdon and George Hill collectively had 44 points. That's like major right there. Brogdon had 20 and 5. Hill had 24 and 7. He definitely was showing his shooting side. It was a good thing that we had a lot of defense in stopping the shooting of Middleton because he only had 9 points. Not really that effective at all. Lopez had a nice 16 and 6. He was looking for his other guys, getting them fed in. Like you said, Pascal with that 36, 9, and 5, that was definitely good, but he's just as tired as Kawhi. So I hope if you've woken up right now, you had your brunch, you definitely are in the gym, you've hitting a couple weights, you've taken a couple shots, or you're shooting now, or you're looking at some film.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
Nurkic.
get yourself relaxed up, man.
Yeah, Nurkic said that. He said it's ridiculous how Toronto is only using Marc Gasol 5%.
This is what I've been saying from time. Marc Gasol, when he was with the Grizzlies, was like second option after Mike Conley. Okay,
Mike Conley.
Conley.
Because Mike Conley, I know you're
Mike
watching
Conley
this.
was.
Get it, bro.
Yeah, no disrespect to you, man. My brain is just still emotional from yesterday, but
it's all good.
Marc was second option. Okay, Marc, I feel is starting to come not too much on the decline, but just realistically, there's a decline happening now. Marc is not the prime like how he used to be. Number 2, Marc is not second option. Sometimes he's not even third option. He should be, if you're putting him in the playoffs like this, third option.
Yeah.
Get your bigs involved from early.
Yeah.
But when you're not like the main guy anymore and you're getting less touches, it takes a little bit to get into his feel. You always got to stay ready. Yeah, like if Marc was like second option or whatever, sure. But the thing is too, like we talk about playoffs, it's all about matchups. It's a little bit more challenging when you have a guy like Brook Lopez that's on you. I know that might sound like but it's Marc. Marc should be doing his thing. You know what?
Yeah.
Marc also too knows that he's got to be aggressive when he needs to be. So as long as he stays aggressive, like what he even said with speaking with Shaq and the guys, when he needs to be aggressive, we can pull out those W's. Yeah. So shout out to the Raptors for pulling out that W. That was definitely a lot of work. I think you got the score for that for the people?
Yes, 118 to 112. And the last thing that I want to touch on is that Milwaukee Bucks played multiple players. They went pretty deep in their bench, not all the way, but they played multiple players.
We got to get deep.
The Raptors only played 8 guys. So
guys get tired,
You know what? They might have to call Jeremy Lin up. I think next game you need the offensive power, man.
We need Jeremy, and we need just productivity a lot more from
Jody Meeks as well, but Jody Meeks is not really giving good minutes. He's not really shooting that 3 ball.
You know what? I feel you're 100% right too.
Yeah.
Sergi's there needs to be something where we get a little bit more of Sergi also, a little bit more of Powell, a little bit more of the bench, period. I don't even want to go into detail because we know the guys that need to come up more.
Actually, sorry, they played 9 guys. Jody Meeks played 1 minute, so... Yeah, but we need more production from the Toronto Raptors. But anyways, guys, tune into the next game, which is happening on Tuesday.
Definitely.
It's going to be a fight.
There's going to be another game that's coming on tonight because Portland can get eliminated. You were talking about Nurkic. He ain't there.
Hey, man.
Yo, Damian's playing with separated ribs. He's trying to push. Seth is trying to push.
Right now, man. I don't know what these guys are going to do.
Golden State looks, honestly, like the old Golden State before the KD era, post-KD era. I'll say this, it's going to be a little bit more challenging now because it seemed that Iguodala had a little bit of like ACL soreness or whatever.
Ouch.
I don't know if they're going to play him.
Down 3.
It's proven that a lot of teams that are down 3 don't come back to win this. There's only been a couple guys.
McKinney's going to have to step up. Shout out to McKinney. He played for the Toronto Raptors, especially the Raptors.
Jordan Bell's probably going to like fill in that small forward role too. But it's going to be crazy.
The reason why I'm laughing is because you're saying, what do you say about the Golden State Warriors right now?
They're heavy, man.
No KD.
Oh, no KD, no problem. No problem.
This guy's been saying that for the past couple of games.
I've been riding for G State for a while before the KD stuff like that. Like, I know it's a Toronto thing, but I'm talking about the Western guys right now.
I get it.
Obviously, in the total, it's all about the 6. We definitely...
we've been watching Raptors since, like...
I will put this out. When we get to the finals, because... Like we said, we want them to slap up the Bucks.
We're going there. Yeah, you look at me. If
Golden
you're a Bucks
State,
fans,
you are going to have a hard time.
All you Bucks fans, we're going to the finals. Yeah, we are. Don't shake your head at me, bro. We're going to the finals, okay?
Don't do that. All you little Deer Nation people right now,
fear the deer.
Go over deer with your little Bucks talk, okay?
But yo, tell them how long we've been watching the Raptors.
We watching them from Damon Stoudemire days, man. Like, it's been a while. Like, it's been from, like, day one we've been watching these guys.
Man.
Isaiah Thomas, shout-outs to you for looking at the guys. For being that guy that said, Toronto, we need to do a thing.
And Charles Barkley called it, too. But besides that, how young was I when I was watching Raptors games with you?
I can't tell the exact age, but you were definitely there when, like, Tracy Murray was hot, Alvin Williams was hot, Doug Christie was hot.
David Stoudemire was one of my favorites, man. Mickey Mouse, he was one of my guys, man. Was it Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse? No, I think
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. That was it. That was my guy, man.
I'm trying to go, like, back in time, but I can say you were watching them from time. Like, I was there from Oliver Miller, Charles Oakley, Antonio Davis. When Tracy and Vince came in, it was we were definitely watching it those times, but we were watching before.
You know what? I think
before those times, if I'm correct.
I think I remember some of those games. I know it was pretty far back, but yeah, we've been Raptors fans forever, man. I remember just being a little kid, jumping and screaming and watching the games. Yeah. But yeah, guys. We really appreciate you for watching this. Like, if you're a Bucks fan, you're an NBA fan, we greatly appreciate it, man.
We definitely do.
We're growing, guys.
Just know if you're a Bucks, I just want to say, if you're a Bucks fan, once again, go over deer, because we don't fear the deer.
Hey, yeah,
you can watch. You can watch what we gotta say, but we're just letting you know we're.
Hey, Raptors fans, go in the comments, man, and rep the 6, man. Get it. But anyways, we're the Bryan Brothers. We greatly appreciate you for watching this.
Man, peace.
Do us a favor, please subscribe if you smiled and enjoyed your time watching this.
You liked it, man. Don't fun.
Hey, man, you had a good time.
I see you laughing right now while you're watching this. Like, just subscribe. Hey, these guys are funny, man. I'm gonna subscribe.
You had a good time. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
You like the Raptors? Subscribe. You like the Bryan Brothers?
Subscribe.
Just do it, okay?
Just you know, I want to talk like a UK man. Just say, just smash the thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Smash the button, fam.
Smash the button, yeah?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Bryan Brothers, we out. Whole lot of Raptors stuff, a whole lot of love, man. Love is love. Smash the thing, yeah?
You know what I'm talking about, yeah? You get me, yeah?